the Expromizer V4. This is the latest in a line of rebuildable RTAs by Exvape. Now, this was brought out in 2019. Something I'm starting to see, I think I'm starting to see, is a wee rise in the amount of mouth-to-lung RTAs on the market. So how does this one compare? Let's go unbox it, stick a wee build in it, and I will let you know. So this is the box that you will receive. Expromizer, Exvape Professional Atomizer on the front there with a picture of the atomizer itself. Designed in Germany by Exvape, and this is the V4. Nothing on the sides really. You do have your scratch and sniff here. Don't know what the aroma is today, and over this side it will tell you that it is a 2mm brush steel edition. Does come in black and I think some kind of stainless steel. It does have some writing here. It starts off in German. Basically, dieser Produkt ist nicht geeignet für Personen unter 18 Jahren. And basically, don't vape this without talking to your doctor if you have eine kleine diabetes. Down the bottom, all the usual warnings there. Ross approved, he likes it. And then it slides out just like so. Again, nice simple packaging, Exvape on the front there. Not a lot to see, but my favourite thing in the world for boxes, thumb slots. Look at how easy thumb slots make things. Take note of that, China. Please, please take note. Now, you will get this inside the box. Not lots of stuff. You will have the atomizer. You will actually have a clear glass in here to start with, but I've switched that around already. And you're going to have a bag of accessories. Now, in this bag of accessories, you will get this little black bit here. It does come with an Ultim tiny little drip tip, but that's been taken off. You'll get all your usual stuff. There's also an instruction manual that, yeah, that's lost. Here we go, I knew I did have it somewhere. This is a Bedienungsanleitung. My German is getting slightly rusty. Just with all the usual instructions in there that no one needs to read. But, as you can see, this is made up of quite a few different pieces. So what we'll do is we'll stick a bit of a better zoom lens on here and we'll have a wee look at the tank itself. And here we have it, the Expromizer V4 from Exvape with the big EX right in the middle there. Looks pretty snazzy. I'm sure some of you will agree, some of you will disagree. Little chunks cut out here and there which help grip when you're trying to take off the top cap and when you're trying to adjust at the bottom here as well. But they also add a wee bit of character. Wee tiny black drip tip at the top there. You do have the Ultim option, which no one should ever choose ever. And coming down, you have your actual tank piece here with a 2mm capacity, but I believe you can extend that to round about 4 with a bubble glass. Not that I'm sure a lot of you people like to do that with mouth-to-lung setups. Coming down, you see these big holes here? What we can do is twist, and depending on the viscosity of your liquid, you can adjust these holes right in the middle there. I'll give you a better look when it comes to opening it up, but that's basically what the use of that is for. Coming round about to here, we have, if we can get it to focus in, Exvape. This is the 510 here, which is gold plated, and this is number 4674 of the however many units they made. I believe this has been quite popular, so I think they will have made quite a lot of these so far. So let's start taking it to bits, and that is how we're going to show you how it works. So obviously this bit here just unscrews, and I knew that the whole time. Honestly, I didn't just find that out by accident on the bitches of Eastwick. Yeah, that unscrews. You can then unscrew the top part here, which is your top cap. Nothing much to see in there. Obviously it's going to be a wee bit wet because this is a used item and it has all just been cleaned out, so it is a wee bit wet in places. Not much to see. Let's pop it down there. You have then your top fill here. Nice big slots. I don't know why every company doesn't just have nice big open slots like this. This is not a direct to lung kit, sorry. This is a mouth to lung kit and they've still got these big holes. Why the direct to lung people, or why companies that make direct to lung kits don't have these big kidney shaped holes, I don't know. Anyway, coming back around from there, your airflow is again top. It's all top focused here. You can see that it's adjustable, but with dry O-rings it is very, very tight. And any time that you're looking to adjust your airflow, I would always recommend taking the top cap off and then giving it a wee twist. It is just so much easier. So we're going to try and explain how the airflow works by taking the glass off. This is obviously just sitting on here very loosely. Now, your airflow is going to come in these slots here, only at one side. As you can see, it's going to come in those air slots and it's going to be fed to the chimney piece, which is here. Now, the air goes down inside that chimney. It's not in the deck yet, it's in the outside of it. Comes down to here. Now, let's unscrew that and we will follow the deck even, we will follow the airflow even more. It comes down out of these bits here. Let's just get that to focus. These little holes on either side. That is where the airflow is then going to go from the chimney, or from the chimney actually. And then you'll see here we have these 4 little slots all the way around. So it comes down the outside of that chimney into these slots and straight up underneath that coil. So quite a complex airflow, and I think the reason they have to have it as complex is because they have these holes here, which, as I said before, they are all about how your juice comes into the deck. And as I said, you can adjust depending on the viscosity of your juice. Viscosity is a big fucking word, Pud. That's a nice big one you've cracked out today. Anyway, yeah, you can see here. So you have, let's zoom it back in a wee bit. Sorry for the camera wobble there. Zooming it in, you have these 3 slots. Neck salts, 50/50s and whatever will manage through the small tight ones. If you're going for a higher VG ratio, you can adjust it to just the one bigger slot there, or whatever. You can have it completely open. To be honest, I haven't had any issues with wicking regardless of what the hell I do with these holes. I really don't. So yeah, let's have a wee look at the deck itself. So as we separate that there, you can see it's a dual post, single coil. Very simple. Coil leg in that side, coil leg in that side. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your auntie. That is how you do it. This section here, nice and domed in there, as you can see. It is actually quite tight and restricted, all used to produce excellent flavour from this little tank. So let's throw a build in it and we'll talk a wee bit more all about it. So back up top with the Expromizer V4. Now, what do I think of it? The name is cool as hell. Expromizer sounds very much like a weapon from like a Doom game or something like that. But overall, I've been pretty impressed with this. We'll start off with the build quality. When this was taken out of the box, there was no machine marks, no oils, no fingerprints, no dustiness or anything like that to it. Lovely and clean right from the get-go. Now, aesthetically, pretty pleasing to me. This is a silver. I do prefer the black. I've seen the black and it is nicer, but for you guys it's better to get the silver just to be able to show you the ins and outs of it. The orange Ultim stuff, the orange acrylic, that is a no-go for me. I just don't like that kind of stuff at all. So straight away I swapped out the acrylic for the glass, and I've also taken off the yellow drip tip and put on the black. That's included in the box as well. Now, the O-rings and all that on it, yep, they're good, they're tight, no issues there, but what I do have a slight issue with is how easy it is to adjust the airflow and how easy it is to adjust the ring at the bottom that allows the juice in through the 3 holes. The airflow is quite difficult to adjust. To adjust the airflow, I find it easier to undo the top and then turn it and then do the top back up. Trying to move it like that is just not impossible, but it gets quite difficult and you can end up unscrewing the rest of the tank. Granted, this is a clean build and it has been washed out, so there's not a lot of liquid getting in there to grease it up a wee bit, but even after a lot of use, it is still quite tight. On the opposite though, at the bottom here, when turning this, I tend to find it really quite loose, and sometimes that can make it a bit difficult to try and unscrew the tank from your mod. Now, in terms of building on it, building is easy, simple as. It looks big, it's 66mm as I said before, however, once you actually open that up and you see the deck and the chimney sitting over the top of it, it's actually quite tight in there and there's not an awful lot of room for the air to move about, so that does produce good flavour. In terms of cloud production as well, plenty from it for a mouth-to-lung setup. As I said, I have got the airflow closed halfway, so there's not going to be as much cloud as normal because of that. But yeah, the flavour in this is absolutely spot on, excellent. It's what you'd expect from a mouth-to-lung rebuildable thing. It's probably better than any pod I've tried, I would say. The flavour is definitely better. What I like to do is bring the coil up just slightly, maybe a millimetre or 2 from that air hole. If you've got the coil sitting right on it, you're going to block it off and it's going to be really tight. Be careful when you're putting your cotton in. Don't put too much in. If you really fill that, it's going to struggle to pull juice through. Have the kind of kidney shaped holes just with enough there that you can see coming through the holes at the bottom, and that should be just about right. When you're filling this with liquid, make sure you close off that port that lets in the liquid or you will flood the deck. I've actually flooded it a wee bit tonight, but that's not a huge issue. As long as you remember to close it, leave it for a wee minute and then you can open it. Absolutely no worries at all. In terms of leaking, there's been absolutely no issues. The airflow is at the top, so it's not going to leak down out of there. Nothing coming out of the 510 or anything. As I said, I have been using this for well over a month with no issues at all. Now, in terms of how complicated it is, did it really need to be that complicated? Probably not, but it does open you up to a lot of kind of user adjustments. It allows them to meet various preferences. If you want to stick a really thick juice in here, a really high VG juice in here, you will get away with it. It will get through into those wicking channels and it will wick up. So you can have higher VG in here. Or if you want the next voltage, you can close that right off and you can put your 50/50s in there as well. There really are more pros than there is cons to this tank. The price, roughly about £30, so it is on the steeper side. £30 on an offer, maybe 35 if you're just buying it without looking for deals and stuff like that. So yeah, a bit on the steeper side, but quite often you'll find the RTAs or mouth-to-lung RTAs can be like that. But yeah, certainly pros outweigh the cons with this. Thoroughly recommend it. My use of pods has really went down since this thing was delivered to me. I was going to pass it on to somebody, but I think I like it too much. That's just my own DIY orange and raspberry I've got in there, but the flavour's absolutely fantastic on it. You're saving money from having to buy coils and pods and things like that because it is rebuildable. I've been putting the same, since I got this, I think the rewick that I did to do this video is the second time I've had to rewick it. Probably would have gotten away with not re-wicking it right up until now, so I've had good juices in it that aren't that sweet. But yeah, saving an absolute fortune if you want to move on to something like this from pods. If you don't want to go down the direct along route, this could be a good alternative to save yourself a wee bit of cash along the way. So, thoroughly recommend this tank. I hope you enjoyed the review. As always, head over to VapeTube and you'll be able to see all the same stuff there. but you will be supporting a very good cause. So head over there, subscribe, don't forget to confirm your email, and once again a huge thank you to Hip Hop just for making the whole build cam stuff possible in the first place. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and you'll also see the Pud Puffs merch is now on the TeeSpring, so head over there, there'll be links down below. I have been Pud Puffs, I'll see you in the next video. That's wrong. That's not how I say that. I have been Pud Puffs, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.